Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. You know, at this channel, we're a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law. Yes, and we do not make excuse of criminals. So today, we're going to tell you about, Tommy Lee Sparta. Yeah, man. The man who walks free from 2 counts of murder. Yes, 2 counts of murder. Yeah, man, this man walked free from 2 counts of murder. Not even a question and answer. Only in Jamaica. He was held with the gun that killed Fowl and one British. And Tommy Lee Sparta, not even a question and answer. Do you think that could happen in the United States of America, where a man is held with a gun that is identifying and killing 2 Jamaicans? We're not even talking about prominent, because based on their background, them, you understand, and them, you know how Jamaican people operate. And this man walk out of prison today a free man. I even saw a video with him, being embraced, and he say he wants privacy. The man who claimed that he wants privacy, who was held with an illegal weapon that killed 2 prominent Jamaicans who are a part of the dancehall culture. Tommy Lee Sparta. Correct name is Leroy Russell. So a few, I'm telling you. So, you know what, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we are a certified detective at that organization. And that organization is the one that prepare us and make us the man we are at this time. Yes. So we continue the journey, and we give thanks to all of the people them who have impacted our career as a detective in the Jamaican Constabulary Force. Those who have done so positively, yes, and the ones who have done negatively. And the ones who have done negative, you know yourself. The ones who have done positively, we can praise them publicly and privately. And them know themselves, like, the great Ivan O. Thompson, the great John Gaz, the great Dudley Bryan, the great Mr. Enriquez, Sean Paul Uncle. We can go on and on and on. And the late Noel Verga, may his soul rest in peace. Yes, man. And our great team leader, man, Ashman. We hear, a woman, telling lies about Ashman over, with World. But so we'll continue the journey. So, we're about to educate you with facts and not propaganda or hyperbole for the government or its minions. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel aid criminals with a passion and their supporters, also the thieving police officers. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel do believe that every criminal must live in fear of losing their lives and not the law-abiding citizens. We do believe in preemptive strikes against criminals because it saves lives. And we are all about saving lives at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. So that's why we are here to educate, inform, and to change minds. Yes, to change the people's mind from being sympathetic to criminals. We want it to be as cool as you can be when it comes to criminality. So if you are cold towards the criminals, that means you have no room for any sympathy for them. You understand? Because we want to get rid of them out of the society. But how it is in Jamaica, because the empty barrels make the most noise. And there's a lot of rooms in Jamaica for criminal. Jamaica is a criminal's paradise in the Caribbean. You have some of them out there talking about preemptive strike is extrajudicial killing, and it's pure madness. Because if you're preventing someone from killing you, how is that extrajudicial killing? And you're preventing the person from killing others. How is that extrajudicial killing? It's just madness. But just wait, until these cold-blooded, shatters reach uptown. Preemptive strike preventing the suspect from carrying out his action of killing other citizens of Jamaica and visitors alike. So on Saturday, January 1st, 2022, at about 5 p.m., we at this channel, we did a video that the force Yes, that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is more corrupt. No. That was today, that was Saturday, January 1st, 2022, than any other time in our nation's history. And the reason why we had said that, it has to do with Tommy Lee Russell. That is one of the cases. The other case has to do with Patrick Bailey, the Prime Minister's lawyer. Yes, the same lawyer who was able to walk away from a crime scene and get bed rest, as if he was pregnant or something, or he had a miscarriage. We don't know, you understand what I'm saying? We're just explaining to you what happened based on what we have read. And we're just talking from memory. You know, you understand? So most subscribers and viewers would have known that the creator is a former detective who have served in the Jamaica Constabulary Force with honor, courage and commitment. And as a no-nonsense police officer who hated corrupt police officers and thieves and criminals. We do believe that police officers must make money, but they must not rob or extort the citizens that they are sworn to protect. And that's a kind of behavior of criminals. Because if you're a police officer and you're robbing the people that you're sworn to protect, you're a criminal, you're not police. So, for the third time in our nation's history, we have a former member of the Jamaican Defence Force who is the leading person of the Jamaica Police Force, of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Not because he's competent or certified. This is what we have said last year. Not because he's competent or certified police officer, but because he's a JLP LGBTQ plus party member of the reigning government. So that's one of the reasons for the young police officers to leave the police force. The appointment of Major Anthony Anderson has brought a new form of corruption to the police force, in that he brought a man from the Jamaica Defence Force, which is, they say, it's an army in Jamaica. You understand, it's the army in Jamaica, who was enlisted and turned him into a gazette officer in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We have decent, honest, ethical, hard-working police officers who are constables. And this man was able to change the rules for himself and a subordinate to become a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force with no police certification, did not went through all of the training at the National Police College of Jamaica. I'll just stick with Jamaica Police Academy, because I don't know. I know the reason why they changed the name is because they hated the United States government. Remember, the Jamaica Police Academy, most of you don't know, yes, it's all politics, was funded by the American government. When Ronald Reagan was president, it's the American who fund the Jamaican Police Academy. So they want the academy to look prestigious and nuanced back then. But the criminals, all of the criminals, they wanted nothing to do with America, because America always make them accountable for their actions. So they change it. So, yes. So Jamaica is the only place in the world that a soldier can be the commissioner of police, and an enlisted can become a gazette officer with no law enforcement credential. And they tell the Jamaican people that the police force is a force of good. The fact of the matter is that the force is a force of good corruption. That's a video that I have made last year now. So in March 2021, Tommy Lee Sparta, that's Leroy Russell, was sentenced to 3 years in prison for illegally possessing a firearm and 2 years for illegally possessing ammunition. Dancehall entertainer Tommy Lee Sparta was released from prison. This was confirmed by his manager FD, who declined to comment further at this time. Leroy Russell, otherwise called Tommy Lee Sparta, was sentenced to 3 years in prison for illegally possessing a firearm and 2 years for illegally possessing ammunition in March 2021. The artist was charged in December 2020 after he was found in possession of an illegal gun and ammunition during a police operation along Alburn Road in New Kingston. So the reason why the police held Tommy Lee Sparta, let me tell you this, you see, criminals have no loyalty, So this gun this gun is a gun that is a part of the armory and stores in Cockburn Pen of York Avenue that is controlled by Lionel Johnson. He's the one who's the twice of this gang around there, in which his father, Muscle, you know, you soon see his photograph, Muscle, he is the gang leader. Yeah, right. So you know you're looking at the left, you see you're looking right, that man is Lionel Johnson. He's the man who shot and killed Roy Fowl and Oney British and others. He killed Ratty and a host of people. This man at the left killed at least 33 people. Yes. And that is father on the right. So son and father. Yeah, Muscle is a Canadian resident. The mastermind behind the killing of Roy Fowl and Oney British. Remember, you know, it's Roy Fowl name, you know, why Muscle is alive. Roy Fowl name. And guess what? Between the son, he's the one who gave Tommy Lee, he's the one that made the arrangement for Tommy Lee Sparta to get the gun. And guess what they did? Then they call Crime Stop and tell Crime Stop that Tommy Lee had the gun and collected our award. So they get paid for the one gun twice. They sell him the gun and then they call Crime Stop and get the reward for the gun. You saw criminal dangerous. So when they did that, you know, it was a Tommy Lee to charge a double murder for 2 murders. But you know the laws in Jamaica suits the criminals. So Tommy Lee, the ballistic came back that the gun killed Roy Fowl and Oney British. Nothing happened to Tommy Lee. That's the law in Jamaica. If it was in America, Tommy Lee would be in prison right now because the gun is the smoking gun. That's the exhibit because that's where the bullets that came from that killed both men. But in Jamaica, the law is different. If I was the investigating officer in this matter, I would arrest and charge Tommy Lee Sparta for that. Because that is circumstantial evidence. Let him prove to the court that he's not the trigger man. That he's not the one who pulled the trigger and killed both men. Because the gun was found in his possession. But, hey, you know, politics working in Jamaica and corruption, him just walk. I don't know who him have secret for. So him just go, you know, go horizon with black man and all those people and spend him time and come out. You understand? So the murders of Owen, Roy Fowl, Clark, and Alfonso, Oney British Harriet, in which the weapon was found in the possession and control of one of Jamaica dancehall artists, Leroy Tommy Lee Sparta Russell. He pleaded guilty to possession of firearm and ammunition. To date, he walks out of the Horizon prison a free man. No charges for the murders have been brought against him for the killings. And why? Here is another classic case of murders with a weapon recovered from a man who pleaded guilty to possession of the firearm, and after it was revealed it was the weapon that took the lives of 2 Jamaicans, the deafening silence from the police force and its hierarchy. And you tell me that Jamaica the police force is a force for good. Jamaican constabulary force is a force of good corruption. Tommy Lee Sparta should be charged for 2 counts of murder. The weapon was found in his possession. That is circumstantial evidence in every way. Let Tommy Lee Sparta then, since he's not the one who pulled the trigger, let him give the police, let him become a witness against the person who sold him the gun. But you see, they made the laws in Jamaica that is beneficial to the criminals. That's why Tommy Lee Sparta is free. So, right now, the justice that is going on out there now for Roy Fowl and Oney British is what they call it, the people's justice in the ghetto, you understand? So they're just waiting until they catch Muscle and his son Lionel, because they're the one who are responsible for the death of Roy Fowl. I don't know how they're going to deal with Tommy Lee Sparta like how he's out now, because you know, some people, you know, they forgive but they don't forget, and I don't think they forgive Muscle and Lionel for killing Roy Fowl and Oney, and the other man who was involved, that man, he's dead. No, you know, if you're a person who believes in justice and you have a family member who was killed, as like in this case with Owen Rifle Clark and Alfonso Oney British Harriet, and the man who was held by the police with the weapon that killed him, and you're seeing that man walk today, and you are related to Owen Rifle Clark and Oney British. How do you feel? How will you respond to something like that? That goes to show you that the system failed the victims and their family. Because Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. If it was in America, Tommy Lee Sparta would be facing 2 counts of murder unless he become a state witness. That's why they do not like Uncle Sam. Most of these Jamaican politicians do not like America. That's why they call America the great Satan, but they cannot do it without America. Tommy Lee Sparta should be in jail for the 2 counts of murder that the firearm had committed or become a state witness. So we continue the journey. You know, as we said, he should have been charged for 2 counts of murder. And let him squeal. And the DJ, Tommy Lee should have been squealing and DJing about the person that gave him the firearm. If that was established during his question and answers before his lawyers. Is it because he's late lawyer and he is from the Minister of National Security constituency in St. James? We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we do not know if there's any affiliation. We don't make conjecture or hyperbole or innuendos. We use facts. These people have lost their lives and deserve justice. So we're gonna show you, how our detective, yes, one of my mentor, Detective Inspector Ivan O. Thompson, how we have done this job without fear or affection. On Sunday, February 2nd, 1992, Mark Jati Coke from Tivoli Gardens, Kingston, was killed along Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13, near Fitzgerald Avenue. Detective Inspector Ivan O. Thompson, affectionately called Tommy, that is my mentor and everything that you can think of, never gave up on the case until the killer was caught, arrested and charged for the murder of Dudu's brother Jati. I don't remember the alleged shooter's correct name. He was known as Red Ray. And from information received and obtained, he was released from prison recently after doing his time for the murder of Jati. As a former detective, I have lost all hope in the police force, as the Jamaica Constabulary Force is a force for good corruption. Be careful whom you trust in the police force, because you don't know who has ties with the criminal underworld. I know a few gazette officers who are serving that I would share information with, but I will stay far, far away from some of them and their names. Most of my enemies are police officers and ex-cadets. We understand. The Jamaica Constabulary Force motto is a force of good corruption. Under the leadership of Major Anthony Anderson, who is not a real or certified police officer but a political act, who has no business playing police commissioner. He has done a magnificent job protecting the Prime Minister of Jamaica and his friends, like Patrick Bailey. They have committed crimes and are protected because the police hierarchy is compromised due to political allegiance and not to the oath to the Jamaican people. Tommy Lee Sparta should be in jail, and I say that without any apologies. With this case, it's only a reminder to the Jamaican people that money gives you justice in Jamaica. Because if this man is held with the firearm that has killed 2 Jamaicans, Owen Rifle Clark and Alfonso Oney British Harriet, and this man walks from the Horizon Correction Facilities in Kingston without a question and answer, no charges, this only reinforces what I have been saying a long time, that Jamaica is the criminal's paradise in the Caribbean. And to those who want to say something totally different, that is your business. I don't care what you want to say. Because only in Jamaica where the criminals rule and the laws are favored for the criminals and not the victims of crime. Explain to me how a man is held with a firearm that take the life of 2 persons, irrespective of what you want to say about them, that they were this or this or that. These men have never been arrested and charged and convicted of any crime in Jamaica. So anything else is just hyperbole and character assassination. If you want to say that if they were convicted in another jurisdiction, that is fine. But they have never been convicted in Jamaica for any criminal offense. So in Jamaican standard, they have clean criminal record in Jamaica as Isaac Buchanan. You cannot have it both ways. Only when your friends commit international crimes and return to Jamaica, you can expunge their record and they are decent citizens. But others, because they are not a part of your cabal, they are criminals, and you want to label them that they are international drug dealers. When you have the biggest international drug dealer in the PNP LGBTQ plus party, Isaac Buchanan. Yes, Isaac. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we do not support criminals or criminality. Are those who involve in crimes, are those who pretend that they support the police when they do not. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we support the police. 100% law enforcement everywhere. Because without the police, there would be anarchy. And we would have to be defending ourselves from others who want to do us harm, who wants to impose their will on us. Because most people do not know, criminals want to be the government, unelected government in your community. And that is what we are all against. So only one government, and it's the one that is elected by the people. Whether you like the government or not, that's how it is. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police Channel. The Jamaica Young Police Channel out.